Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ljubljana. And Hungary face Turkey on game day 2 in Group D of the Women's EuroBasket. And Hungary looking to build on a huge win yesterday. Turkey looking to recover from a setback against Serbia. The Hungarian contingent of fans who made so much noise yesterday are already ready for this one. And they have a great feel about where their team is heading in this tournament. Here's the schedule for Group D. Serbia and Slovakia will follow this game, and they're in the nightcap game for the whole day at 8:45 local time. Here is the standing in the Group D at the moment, with Hungary and Serbia sitting on top. And Turkey and Slovakia are in that difficult situation, having lost on game day 1. A second loss would put them in a real hole in terms of qualification. With me, Shona Thorburn. Shona, how good were Hungary yesterday? What a performance in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you said it. It was back and forth all game, and then all of a sudden you saw the experience come out in this young Hungarian team. And what I mean by experience, these women play all season longs for their pro teams, mostly in Hungary, but they're playing FIBA Euro Cup competition, FIBA EuroLeague competition, as well as the Hungarian League. And I really think it showed, and they missed out back in 2021, and that was a huge disappointment for them. And they have now turned the program around. I think Coach Selkeli, has done a great job for them, and really they've bought in, and they know that they can do something special here.
Everything's different for Turkey, though. A very, very frustrating game yesterday. 20 turnovers, they couldn't make a jump shot, foul trouble, everything that could go wrong, including the injury to Selek. Everything did go wrong.
Yeah, you said it. It was a frustrating game. You saw the frustration on the players and the coaching staff's faces yesterday after the game. You know, everyone scouts Serbia, and it's so hard to play against Serbia because they are just so aggressive. They take risks defensively, and what I mean by that is they go for steals, they'll hold, they'll grab, they'll hit, and until the refs call it, they'll continue to do it. And I think that's why we saw, even though they knew it was coming, I guarantee you those Turkish players knew to expect that, but it got under their skin. And that's where, down the end, they just didn't really have enough left. But what I do like, and some positives out of that game for Turkey, is I thought their guard play was really excellent. And I have not seen the Turkish guards play that well in quite a few years.
Absolutely right. It's going to be intriguing in that guard matchup. We'll talk about that more after the national anthems of both teams. And it'll be the Hungarian national anthem to kick us off, and then the Turkish national anthem to follow. And we'll be back after those. this uncaring crowd really already getting into this. The expectation that they have is just very, very high right now. Third team on the floor. We're going to get a chance to look at the refereeing team for this afternoon's game. Sheka from Spain, Martinez Kozlovskis from Latvia, and Suzana Vucic from Montenegro take charge of this afternoon's game. Sean, we're going to get a look at the starting lineup for Turkey. It's going to be interesting to see what changes they make with Senyurek out.
Yeah, I think that's a big loss for them. Absolutely. So, I mean, they've gone with Bayram.
They've gone with 4 guards.
Yeah.
4 guards, and that's a difficult matchup for Hungary right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to put a little bit of speed into it, but I thought Uzun yesterday, kind of unexpected, you know, going into this tournament, game day 1, you're looking at rosters, you're looking at their preparation games and wondering who you expect to be their top scorers. I did not expect to see a game like that from her, especially because she is one of the younger players.
And she was the only player that reached double digits in efficiency. She really did get it done at both ends of the floor. And yeah, it was great to see a young Turkish guard put a performance in. Coming up with the starting lineup for Hungary, probably not. The only question is, does Hatar start or not?
Well, there's your answer. So they're going with the same starting lineup that they had yesterday. I thought it worked well for them. We saw a little bit of a different change after halftime, and it's an advantage having Hatar come off the bench. But you thought maybe she would have started just because she is, you know, they're going to have to somehow defend McCowan.
Well, Deborah Dubé, the captain, had a captain's game yesterday. I mean, literally took the team on her back.
What about that fourth quarter? You know, they were kind of quiet from three-point range. The game was tight. She came down. She hit that 3. She shot that 3. You and I looked at each other saying, oh, but it went in. And ever since then, she just took off in the fourth. And she really pulled out that win for her teammates. She started it, and they followed her lead.
They had great contributions across the whole roster. The only surprise, I suppose, that starting lineup, we talked a lot about it yesterday. Agnes Studer, who's had a really nice season club-wise, doesn't, and she was literally, maybe we haven't checked, but she didn't play a lot in the fourth quarter. Maybe there's a little niggle, maybe, but we'll try and find that out as the tournament progresses. Countdown to tip off with Tissot, and I'm excited about this game because the outcome could be major for both teams. Hungary will secure a progression. Turkey would be in a hole.
Yeah, you said it. And, you know, really Turkey having trouble scoring points. And we saw it yesterday. When you turn the ball over, you know, more than 20 times, those are 20 opportunities to score.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's tough to score over 60, 65 points if you're turning the ball over. I think Hungary aren't going to get out and defend and pick up and take risks like Serbia did, so maybe that'll be a little bit easier for them. But, you know, obviously both these coaches have scouted, and you have to put pressure on the passer for Turkey because you need to make passes inside to McCowan difficult.
And Hungary shooting 62% from 2, shooting 40% from 3. If this Turkish team doesn't play defense, Hungary are going to score a lot. But with that 4-guard set, it's going to be really interesting to see how this develops. But in fact, the starting lineup graphic was wrong because they're in out again. It starts at the 4 for Turkey. So it's not really as guard and orientated look as it was, as we thought, because she's going to run that 3-4 slot and give them a little bit more size. So. I have to check this because Bayram, has Bayram on the number? The number's different than their roster, so we'll check that for you. Well, welcome to Ljubljana. Turkey in red and Hungary in white, and Turkey will get a look at it in the half court first time down. Akalan will go high. They look inside, high-low. Nice bounce pass. The double team comes. Gowan has to go inside out. Turga on the penetration, goes off the glass for 2. Great finish.
And again, I talked about the guard play where I was really, really impressed. And, you know, Çakar Turgut, she's been on this team a long time now, and I remember, every summer I'm expecting her to step up and take that role and take that lead. And I saw it yesterday, and I think it's great that they went to her and she was aggressive on the first play.
Turkey in transition. Penetration, step through as it goes off the glass, doesn't get it to go. As a team, Hungary, that's a nasty looking contact, no intent at all. And you can see the concern on Sarah Akalan's face as she tries to pick Deborah Dubé up. It was just a clash. You're going to see it come in right to the side of the face. I think it'll take a lot more than that for Dubé to sit down. It's definitely Byram in the game. I'll have to check the roster numbers, but Byram definitely in the game, so the caption was right, and I was wrong. But Agnes Struder definitely starts. Gori on the mid-range pull-up is no good. Struder, the smallest guy on the floor, comes down with a rebound. Penetrates, kicks, and comes closer to the bench than it does the Dubé in the corner. A little disjointed by Hungary first time down, first 2 times down.
Yeah, I thought, I think that was pretty well defended, though, by Turkey as well. McCowan sort of protecting the paint, even though Kish is trying to pull her out.
Akalan has it outside. Byron is fouled. Gori was late on the closeout, and she attacked it and drew the contact.
And, the reason why she's late is because they are bumping, and they're having to help a lot of McCowan. And therefore, she just takes everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Understandably.
Absolutely. And the first 2 points, as you saw with Target, was exactly a great execution by Turkey. As McGowan gets fouled, will have to go to the free throw line. This is going to be a problem, I think, for Hungary with this with a matchup, because Gori's going to have to play the perimeter. She really does do a great job bouncing around on the inside. So that's the first question of the game. There's many questions going to be asked as this develops.
Yeah, I'm wondering how long Hatar will stay on the bench, because maybe they say, listen, as long as we have Hatar in, maybe we don't have to come and help. We don't need to double as much. We don't need to bump as hard, and then we can get out and be there ready to defend the guards.
Gunn only goes 1 for 2. Really pushes. Struder in transition still. Has to go baseline. Needs a pass, finds one. I think with the open 3 is short. McGowan's going to let that go out of bounds.
This is a quick turnaround for Hungary. Let's not forget, they played the early game yesterday, so it's 2 early mornings for them.
It's 2 early mornings for us too, right? We took the necessary, obviously went to bed really early and recovered for this one. Turned over, no recover, Turket's on the floor again, and Dubé's on the floor again, and that is something we're probably going to say a lot in this game. Both those two go after it hard. Turket got hurt yesterday, and is a little slow to pick herself up off the floor. Had an ankle problem, I think, at some points yesterday. And she doesn't look like it's too bad, but she's going to feel it a little bit, but she walked it off yesterday and played so well. I think Memma needs her in the game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, not just, I think she just looked over and maybe asked for a substitution.
Struder steps back, takes the long 2, is short. And Turkey again have numbers. McGowan down the floor, got to get a touch. Gori recovers. She goes inside out, but throws it away. In some ways, you love the fact she wants to play with the rest of the group, but she's one-on-one in transition. Go up.
Absolutely. I think one-on-one coverage, she's the one who needs to back down, little post move. As soon as the double comes, find the open player.
Ulick moves it on. Keys, who's not really had a look so far. Dubé puts it on the floor, goes hard. Throws up a tough one and gets a nice bounce off the glass.
Well, she finished hot yesterday and still feeling it here in this first game of the day.
Penetration attacks the closeout. Turgot again goes inside. McGowan one-on-one, far side of the ring, looks for the foul. She's got to finish the play.
Yeah, I think she has such a height advantage and strength. I don't think she really needs to fade away. I think she could actually make her post moves a little bit slower.
Well, Struder, forget how good a guard she is. 2 offensive rebounds in the first 3 minutes of the game, and Hungary are off and running from the three-point line. Who's on outside? McGowan again gets deep. Keese is working hard to keep her off the ball. Turgot stops, pops, fills it up. Super little move. Ankle looks okay now.
Yeah, she has to come out, and then I think the one possession next, she looked at the bench and said, wait, no, I'm fine.
Well, Wuzan read that super. Poor pass, but she had to read it. It's Turgot in transition. Early touch on the block. Byram goes up with the right hand, can't finish. Good decision, just got to finish the play. Lilek the other way, and Hungary getting that sort of tempo going where they really do flow. Keese in the block. Gets to the middle, goes up off the glass, can't finish. McGowan will rebound. And Turkey are like, hey, we don't want to play that way. Let's walk it down the floor, get into a half-court game, make McGowan so much more of a factor. Turgot again penetrates down the middle off the glass, soft touch, but doesn't get the drop. And Hungary in transition again. They're a joy when they move the basketball. Keese on the trowel for 3 is good.
We talked about Dubai from Hungary because she had that great game, especially that great fourth quarter. Kish was consistent all game long. I mean, she finished with 22 points, and we haven't even really talked about her yet.
Yeah. And the guard player that you talked about is ticking it over for Turkey right now. Gory in the block with advantage. Goes to a little turnaround, is fouled, and will go to the free throw line. And there's the difference, right? Early option, you have advantage in the block. She goes one-on-one and gets the foul.
Yeah, same thing. You know, everyone had to step up yesterday for Hungary, especially in that fourth quarter. But I thought Gory, you know, she had that great first half. She was 5 of 5, 11 points in the first half. Second half, as soon as she went in, you saw the momentum, especially in the fourth quarter. And it wasn't with her scoring, it was with her hustle plays.
Well, we've both talked about Hungary, the team, and she's no better example than her. She just does what it takes for the group, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she knows what her team needs at different points in the game, and she does everything that they want.
16 points she finished with yesterday, opens her account today, and Hungary have the 10-7 advantage. A hole in the game for Hungary as they rotate, and Hattar is in. First chance we get a look at that one-on-one matchup, but Dubai still wants to help. That's great defense by Lilek. Just never gave her an option. And looks to push in transition, and they have numbers. Hattar off the bench is short, but great work on the glass, and finished by Dubai. Every team should have one.
Every team should have a Dubai. Yeah, she just does everything that they really need her to do. But that's what you expect from your captains as well.
Absolutely.
Your veterans, your leaders.
What a foul called, and everyone's looking a little bit bemused, but McGowan will go to the free throw line. She's going to get fouled. Most times she touches the ball, there's going to be contact. Like that time she played through it, and the referee says, yeah, fine, that's a foul. Go to the free throw line, make it, just play the next possession.
And don't forget, I mean, this competition is probably slightly refereed differently than she experienced this year playing in Turkey for Galatasaray. So, you know, she went to the line a lot in Galatasaray, in the Turkish league, and, you know, that's fine. But as players, every tournament you play in, every game, you almost have to adjust to how the referees are calling the game, not calling the game. And, you know, hopefully we see that. I think McCowan, she just needs to, you know, keep her head focused and not get frustrated and take the contact, go up, don't fade away, try and draw the foul. If they don't call it, all right, get back. Next time they'll call it.
Well, McCowan sits down. Aho on the inside, fakes, gets blocked from behind, and the ball goes back to Turkey. And I know why the fans are a little bit bemused by this. Watch this. No call there as he goes over the back, and Aho then tries to go up and gets blocked. The block was perfectly clean. Maybe the official says, well, I thought she was going to score, but that's not really their call. Their call is to make the call.
They do wait to call fouls now a lot of times on layups and shots around the basket.
Yeah. Suzanne penetrates and kicks. Step back, tough one is short. Dubai has it. Puts it on the floor, has numbers down the floor. Gori just gets to the front of the ring and once. Gets it now, that's a great move, but doesn't finish the play. Now the call is made. And because the first wasn't called, everyone from Turkey now can't work out why you make the second one, because the second one actually looks a little clean to me.
It was a great seal, though.
I'm not seeing, well, I'm seeing
the follow through,
yeah. I think both were fouls. And I think the confusing from the Hungarian side and the Turkish side is that's no different than the one before. But Gori just got to the front of the ring so well and was rewarded. She's going to take a rest, and Keese is back. What's your take here? Like, McGowan steps out when Hattar comes in.
Do you think it's, well, I mean, Hattar, yeah, she can finish around the basket, but I wouldn't say she's, you know, the post that runs head on a rim, posts up hard underneath the basket. She likes to kind of fade away, shoot that little shot just outside the lane line. So I was going to say maybe you want to save McCowan not pick up a foul.
Yeah, I can see that. But Tupas has got to go in there and really play physically, really got to get a lot of contact with Hattar and make it difficult for her to play, because if she gives her space, she will finish and score. Really intriguing in terms of the way both coaches are trying to deal with the matchup questions here. Suzanne pick and pop with a three, and that's where they miss Sunyarek, right? That's a made for her play.
That's her game, pick and pop, shoot at three. And I really, you know, I don't think we've talked about it enough, because she only played a few minutes yesterday before she went out. And she's a big loss for them.
Oh, huge.
If, you know, I think you can easily say if for whatever reason, you know, Turkey doesn't get out of the group phase or doesn't advance how they wanted to, I do think a part of it is they can look back and they can say, but we missed a big part of our team in her injury.
Yeah, absolutely. Hattar High needs to look for the pass, finds the corner, Ho in the corner, open for three, is short. Gets her own rebound though, and the guards are just hitting the glass for Hungary. Dubai penetrates, needs a pass. And Turkey do a great job in rotating to passing lane. 3-on-2 break, Fidik inside, nice pass. Numbers down the floor, share the ball, get the easy two. And Chugat is everywhere. Ho has it, Keese has it high. We'll go to the handoff. Kenyasi looks to penetrate, needs a pass. Keese puts it on the floor. Hattar steps to that short corner. Got to put it up, no time on the clock here. Kenyasi goes up, doesn't get the drop. And again, that's back-to-back great defensive work by Turkey. Turkey puts it on the floor, opens up for it, takes it all the way, blows the layup. That's a rebound though. Tubas going to work. Just outworks everybody, gets rewarded, but can't get it off to a teammate. And Dubai is fouled in transition, and Uzan takes one for the team.
Yeah, smart foul. It was going to be almost a 4-on-1, 4-on-2 situation. Just kind of a heads up, smart play there by Uzan. Maybe a missed opportunity on the offensive end there for Turkey.
I was just about to say to you that tempo for Turkey's got quicker with McGowan on the bench, offensively and defensively. She's come back. Their last few possessions defensively, they've been excellent. So I'm interested to see if they can maintain that because they've given Hungary some issues. Attar outside will hand off. Now has it. Attar again hands it. Ganassi. McGowan has to help and shows really well. Ripner has to make the three and does. Right in front of her teammates. Falls to the floor and the bench is up.
That was a big time shot.
Turgut needs a pass, finds one. Sun looks at options. Turgut gets to the middle. Great defensive rotation again. Took away every option. Keith leads the break. Just about hangs on. Naya has it. Lines up the three, but turns it down. That's not the way they play. Keith going to work in the block. Tough move. Will have to go to the free throw line as McGowan gives her a little bit too much contact.
I actually kind of understand McCallan's argument there, especially when we've seen, you know, a couple, I think there's been 2 shots that she hasn't got called on the other end. And she's saying, but, you know, maybe it's because she swiped her left hand down instead of staying exactly straight up. But she was getting more contact down here than she made on this end. So I understand a little bit of her frustration, her argument there.
Yeah, I have 100%. I'm like, Keith's got a lot less than she's getting, and she's at the free throw line. And Keith makes the second, and Hungary starting to eke out an advantage here. Their offensive efficiency coming through again. They lead this 18-10, and Turkey's issues with scoring coming through again. I cannot believe that they don't. When McGowan's in the game, she doesn't get a touch every time down the floor. The open three is good.
Great little action there, back screen. They had to help on the bump, right? Because you have to bump McCallum.
Absolutely. She has to be involved as part of whatever they're running. Aho has it. And they're going to call that offensive.
It's hard because, you know, on that handoff, we teach post players, especially when guards are coming and using a handoff, to roll after.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, it kind of is a moving screen when we get to watch it slow on the replay, but that's what we teach our post players to do.
It's about the timing of when she releases the ball, right? And it's a hard call for officials, and we know they've been asked to clear that part of the game up. So McGowan deep, one-on-one, going up, far side of the ring, can't finish. And she ain't getting back, 5-on-4. They're gonna get an open look here somewhere, and it's right now. Struder turns it down, attacks the space, pulls up, pops. Attar's on the glass, McGowan gets back in the play though, but throws it away, and there's a very frustrated basketball player on the floor. And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. And at the end of one, Hungary really found some rhythm in the middle part of that quarter. Lead this one 18-13 over Turkey.
Yeah, well, Mark, I mean, statistic-wise, a little slow at certain points. I thought that, you know, you had a couple good minute stretches and minute stretches where both teams weren't shooting that well, and it's kind of evident. I think more so what I'm seeing right now from Turkey is frustration, and they're playing frustrated, and it's not helping them play well.
Absolutely right.
And so they're getting frustrated with, you know, what Hungary is doing. They're getting frustrated with some calls that are getting called against them or not called for them. And it's not helping them. So, you know, at a certain point, and I know it's not easy as a basketball player, you have to just say, we can't control everything, but we can control, you know, mentally our frustration and how we're feeling. And you have to be able to, I mean, the great thing about basketball is play happens, no matter what, you have to move on to the next one.
Absolutely. And it's a great point because you talked about it right at the beginning. Their guard play is going to be important. Their guard play has been pretty decent.
Yeah.
So, you know, McGowan sort of sums it up. Find a way to involve her and find a way to actually make it really clear to her, like, you're going to get hit. They're not going to call it. We can say it's wrong or whatever, but we can't change it.
No.
Just keep playing through it. And you know what? In the end, the referee almost starts to respect you for that.
Yeah.
While you can criticize, they've got something to go back at you with. Just play through it. And I think that Turkey, 18-13, I think the guard play has been a little better than that. It's just the unfortunate thing, Dorum, is that the most efficient team offensively just went 2 for 10 from 2-point range. Yeah. That ain't gonna keep happening. And if it hadn't been for the guard rebounding of Hungary, this would have been a tied-up game. Quarter 2, Uzan has it. In the backcourt with Onar, goes inside. Whistle on the play this time, and Gori is confused, but I don't see why she's confused at all. The whistle had already happened while the ball was in the air, so too much of contact as McGowan tried to get the pass. Piddick, McGowan will come to screen. Now McGowan's deep, needs a touch, they take the 3, way short. Can't ignore her when she's that deep with the matchup she had. Knight, Keys open from the 3-point line, is short. McGowan gets the defensive rebound. She just has to keep playing. Yeah. Coach Memham getting very animated now, really is trying to get some energy in this group. Onar comes off the ball screen, looks to attack it off the dribble, gets to the far side of the ring, doesn't finish. McGowan on the glass for 2. There you go.
I was just about to say that. Okay, yeah, they're missing her a few times when she has a great opportunity underneath. But if that's the case, go offensive rebound. Go offensive rebound every single time one of your guards puts a shot up.
Absolutely right. As he pulls, Gori does exactly what you were just talking about, goes after it, gets the rebound. Turgut's going to come back. Ganassi has it on the side. Rafnik will come high. Gori will pick for it and goes deep. Keese gets the roll. And I'm not sure that's the right poison to pick. Gori's... Leave Gori one-on-one under there, and someone's got to guard Keese on the perimeter. Onar comes off the ball screen again. Gets a little space. Gowan tries to put it on the floor. Nowhere to go, needs a pass. It's deep on the clock, and they have to put this up. They take the deep shot on the end of the clock. Doesn't go. Nye has it. Down the lane, needs a pass. Nye lifts. Great execution by Hungary to the far side of the ring, and Keese blows the layup. That'll frustrate her. That's a blocking foul on Studer. Yeah. I think at the moment both teams are getting a little bit. The judge and the referee as opposed to playing the next play. It's every whistle, everyone's giving the official a look, and I think the officials have done a pretty consistent job so far. Studer has it. Turkey a little sharper in the half court. Turgut comes off the screen. In the lane, nice pass, easy 2.
Yeah, great job, nice screen, nice roll, great find by Turgut. I really like the progression that we've seen in her game.
Yes. He's going to work, backs down Topaz, gonna have to try and finish in traffic, steps through, goes up, that's tough defensively. But guess who gets the offensive rebound? Studer's getting Gori, puts it up, deep on the clock. Can't get it to go. Ganassi's in the lane with another offensive rebound, and these Hungarian guards are going to work on the glass. And this is when, I know we continue referring to it. McGowan needs to see the fact that officials are letting contact go in both ways. Just play through it now, and the whole Turkish team needs to do that as well. Turgut has it. Again, tries to be aggressive, but turns it over, and now she'll foul on the loose ball. Again, the Hungarian defense showed her away from the screen, and everything got a bit messy.
Yeah, I really, I like the way that Hungary have come out and how they're trying to defend, though. You know, not every single time are they going to double, especially when McCowan is on the floor. They're changing things up. You saw one time on the Spanish action, they didn't switch. They gave up the 3. The second time they switched guard to guard. They're really adjusting well.
Gorry with a great catch, can't finish, and they just can't finish around the ring. Kisang Gorry missing shots that you'd expect them to make. Onar steps back, feet set, is off with a 3. And Turgut putting in a shift, gets after it. That's a great effort by ref night. Everybody's on the floor right now. And the official finally calls it because Topaz had it and rolled around with it. It would have been unfair to call it for the travel, but there's no way Topaz was getting rid of that ball. She had it, so. EuroBasket women basketball. There's a lot riding on every possession. Both sets of players hitting the floor. Good response though for Turkey at the start of this second quarter. They've hung tough.
Yeah, maybe still a little bit of frustration out of McCowan, but their energy level has picked up. It's changed a little bit. You know, they're letting the mistake happens. They're moving on to the next play quicker than they did in the first quarter.
Struder has it. Ball doesn't stick again. They move it really nicely. Struder on the floor. Keese will dive. Struder's in the lane, has to pull up. Gets the soft roll for 2. And that breaks that scoring drought. And they move it on to 22-17. Struder's first 2 points. Turris clearly does see the floor well, always looking to challenge. Onar has it. Plays off that, picks and pops. Ganesh for 3 is no good. Bodies all over the place. It's a battle out there.
Well, everyone knows how important this game is. Hungary, if they get a win, they're moving on to out of group phase.
Yeah, at least
Turkey,
into the playoff. Yeah.
Turkey need to keep things interesting. They need a win today to, you know, at least have a little bit of breathing room, and then maybe it'll come down to numbers. Not sure, depending on how game day 3 goes.
Yeah. Turgut has it, takes the ball screen. They'll go dive on the pick this time. Turgut turns everything down. Nice pass. And you know what? Topaz has done what she's supposed to do. Get to 2 feet, catch it, and finish.
Yeah, and let's not forget, I mean, we keep talking about it. We talked about it. Shenerik, number 15 for Turkey, is not playing because she's injured. So people like Topaz have to step up and be prepared to play. And you saw it yesterday. Today you see her a little bit more comfortable.
Druda on the penetration, blows the layup, did all the hard work. Turgut in transition. Onar attacks it, kicks it. Open from the win, Akakan for 3. The tempo with this Turkish team, and the bench are more engaged now.
And that was a great shot. You saw her feet were set. I saw her sprinting the sideline, and you saw she was like, I'm going to get there, and a great find, nice finish.
McGowan's due to come back. They've got to keep this tempo going with it when she returns to the game. Lilik has it. Hungary don't like the tempo, so they're taking time with it this time. Struder for 3 is short. And again comes up with positive stat. Turkey have numbers down the floor again, but this time Hungary are back. Turkey again pushes, attacks it, lifts. Again for back-to-back 3s is no good and short. And Gorry pulls it in.
Just the hustle and the fight that you're seeing out of the captain, number 4 for Turkey.
Couture buries it. I love the way Hungary know what's good options for them. They don't go away from what works for them. Onar. Turkey trying to lead this team in every department. Nice find. Onar lines it up, turns it down. 5 on the possession. She had a good look. Now she's got to work for 1. In the lane, kicks it. Again for 3 is no good.
It's a good shot, though. I mean, maybe Onar gave up a good shot, but it's all right. They found a very good shot, end of the shot clock.
Gorry on the second trowel doesn't get it to drop. Whistle on the play. And I think Keese just made a real nuisance of herself on the offensive glass, and they had to, Gunash had to foul her. Multiple substitutions both ways. 6 players enter the game. Both coaches put 3 in. And the game tempo got really comfortable for both teams. Both teams were flourishing. So I'll be interested to see if they can maintain this with those substitutions. Turgut is sitting for Turkey. A hole in for Hungary. Dubai off the screen, goes to Atar in the lane. But Dubai kicks it. Quiche with a step back 2 is way short. That's a really good defensive effort by Byram. Really closed out. Was really long on the closeout as well. Husan will advance the basketball. Oh no, doesn't turn it down this time. Lets it go for 3. Is short. McGowan's on the glass. Does a great job. Tries to go back up, but Elite gets a hand on it. And Hungary have the advantage, 3-on-2. Dubai just about pills it up, stops, pops, fills it up. Wow.
Good job, way to get out, rebound, push the tempo. I think it benefits Hungary more when they get out and run, especially with McCowan on the floor.
Absolutely. They get that numerical advantage. Here's Husan, waits for McGowan with a ball screen, didn't really set it. Now she rolls, she's deep, doesn't get a touch though. Onar attacks it, needs a pass. The open 3 is long. And then he comes down with a defensive rebound. Keese, a little casual, almost loses it. Dubai, feet set, puts it up, is long. Oho comes down with a rebound, and can't say enough good things about Hungary's guards rebounding the ball. Keese wants it deep, goes up, is held. They're going to wipe it off. Foul was on the catch.
There's a smart foul there. It's a foul before, before the shot. You have fouls to give. Keese had pretty good position underneath the basket.
Torok gets first action for Hungary. Steps in for Keese. Buys the release out of bounds, hands it off. The great little hesitation, far side of the ring, blows the lab. Atar's on the glass, she's fouled, gonna have to earn them from the free throw line. Lalique is impressed with just her ability to make moves. I mean, great little hesitation.
She had 15 points yesterday. There's a lot of people from Hungary who we can continue to talk about yesterday, and it was all game long. Someone else's quarter, someone else, during certain minutes of that quarter stepped up and led this team, and people accepted it, and they searched them out. And then, a few minutes later, it was someone else.
Absolutely. It's been a low-scoring quarter right now. 1:30 to go, still 29-22. And Arm goes inside, and McGowan, then again, if you're not getting it regularly, you're not going to be ready. She should always be ready for it, obviously, but she's been missed the last few times down, was expecting the shot, couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, you saw her turn to her teammate and said, shoot it. I understand the pass.
They're going to call the foul on the screen. Onar peels herself off the floor. It looks like she took she did take a hard hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of an elbow to the face there.
Elif hadi ya. Bomboş. Alpere değiş. Kanıyor, burnu kanıyor. Değiş. Olcay gel. Listen to me.
Maybe a little bit of blood there by Onar.
Listen. Watch press, watch zone. Leave zone. You are 4. Horns into 1. It man to man. Listen. T, you are here. İlayda, you are here. Olcay, you pass the ball to Sevgi. Tamam mı? Sevgi, and go corner. Şeva, you pass the ball to Şeval, go corner. Sevgi buradasın. T, one step and get the ball. İlayda, inside sealer. Look for İlayda, small guy is there. If no, git Sevgi and go to pick and roll İlayda. You come here for 3-point shot. Tamam mı? You got it. Tamam ya al arkadan. Hadi. Hey, ileri for two. İleri for two. Let's go.
Only 4 points, 4 turnovers, and 8 rebounds from McGowan. She's not getting a lot of looks and touches.
She's not getting a lot of looks. I also think there's been a few times where she's been too unselfish, and she's kicked the ball out where I think it's a good idea for her to just catch, go up. I know she got frustrated, felt like maybe she should have had a few calls, and that's frustrating. Out of a timeout, just, you know, missed communication, lack of concentration all the time. She was thinking about the next play before she caught the ball.
Oh yeah, they were running the shot that coach wanted before they even caught it. Yeah. The league puts it on the floor. Moves it on to Rock. League thinks about it. Little hesitation. Steps back for a huge three. That's halfway to the center of Ljubljana that she stepped back to. That's one of those shots you're like, why? But hey.
Yeah.
Aklan goes off the glass and one. And Aklan didn't get a lot of time after starting yesterday, and she's looked good in this game so far.
Now she has 5 points, possibly 6 points with this free throw here.
Okay, coach is with us. That's when you turn to your assistant coaches and go, really? Why?
Did you tell her to do that?
And every assistant coach, yeah, it was me. I gave her the confidence for that one.
It's one of those, you're shaking your head, but if she makes it, you shake, but you smile.
Yeah. Well, Hungary, in a low-scoring second quarter, have built this 8-point lead. 9 offensive rebounds for Hungary, and most of those have been guard rebounds. But Aklan, after missing the throw, stayed with the play. Makes the first of 2. Again, the combination with her and Turga in the backcourt, they're both long and they're both really quick, very skilled. 2 for 2 from the line, back to a 6-point game. Something like a 4 or 4-second differential between game and possession. Dubai has it, hands it off, goes to the corner, they miss it. Malik, having made the big 3, puts it on the floor, hesitates, is blocked. Byram came from the weak side and said, you're not getting there.
Yeah, great read. It was a nice take. I like the little hesitation, but great job defensively. That low eye, bottom help to come over, get outside that semicircle.
2.7 on the possession, 6 on the game clock. Hungary with a timeout to try and get a shot to finish this first half. Who are you going to?
There's so many options really with this Hungarian team. You know, you don't feel that way often when talking about a team, but I mean, right now you have McCowan on in the inside, so maybe you have Hatar set a screen for someone, a late screen, opposite side of the ball, knowing that if there's a good screen, they won't switch. McCowan won't possibly get out and defend the 3. And then as far as shooting the 3, I mean, you have so many options. You can go to Dubai, you can go to Lilek, you know.
Anybody on the floor.
Anybody on the floor, really.
You know what? The two shots there of both coaches sum up where these both are. Because Jay is like, he's in the emotion of the moment. Mendham's in the emotion. It's just a very different emotion. Out of bounds. They go to that Hatar with a 2, which is one of the things you said. Just leave her out and McGowan will stay in. Coach makes the call. Hungary get the 2. And at the half, the Hungarian team that has shot the ball poorly still leads this 34-26.
Well, I mean, good shooting by Hungary, really. I know they're only 31% from 2, 40% from 3. That's not bad. We saw yesterday they finished around that mark. Turkey, I think it's their frustration that is taking over the way it's dictating how they play. And we saw moments where they played free. They didn't have frustration. They were able to get a couple good stops, get out and run, play at a good pace. When their feet are set and when they're aggressive, they usually get something really good on the offensive end.
And ironically, even though you're absolutely right when you talk about they've shot the ball, but they've shot the ball from mid-range really quite well. Keys and Hazar at the end of the quarter shot the ball really well from mid-range. They've missed a lot of gimmies around the ring.
Yeah.
But the offensive woes, again, your point about the frustration, they just got to forget it and play, right? Because they've got enough talent, Turkey. They've got enough people who can make shots. But McGowan with 4 points, they've got to find a way to get a bigger return.
Yeah, no, they really do. And McCowan, there's been a few times where I like the fact that she's being unselfish, but she's got to go up. She's got to go up. And a few times, I think the reason why she wasn't drawing the foul is because when she made her post move, she takes the contact and then she lets that contact push her outside away from the basket instead of taking the contact and going into the contact. I think she would draw more fouls and we'd see her more on the free throw line if she did that.
Well, we're going to take a break, recatch our breath after that first half, and we'll see you for the second half in a few minutes.
Unique character. Unique chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Of the orchestra. Wow.
Here in the fourth quarter, how about that? Picks the pocket is Vukoslevjevic, and she goes all the way. And it's going to be an and one.
Messerman, huge amount of advantage against Barron. Belgium with an 8-point lead and really dominating the game right now. And now another steal. This one from Zandalicini, the Italian defense coming to the fore. Oh, behind the back pass. Feel it to Zandalicini. One of the plays of the game. She's able to get it all for you, kidding me? Are you kidding me? She will not be denied, driving to the basket, and now has an and one, an exceptional finish. Good D from Italy. Missing that layup. Here's Spriatico. Snell on the three. And when Italy are playing at pace, they look so much better. They look so much more confident when they try and slow the game down and get in the half court.
Great defensive effort. President just got over the top. Anderson in transition, it's a real threat. Puts up the floater for two, took all the contact and still got him to drop. He's got to put it up. One off the glass, they count the three. And at the end of the first quarter, on the back of the last second shot,
Randall seeing his bumps. That's a beautiful handle. Stops on a dime, puts the ankle breaker onto Spanarova and finishes it. Sims looks to go down the baseline again. Goes the long way. That's great hands. Quick hands by Manunga. Out in transition behind the back by Van Loo. Razamon can do everything here in Tel Aviv.
I want to see that on replay because this was razzle dazzle here. Look, Fates goes behind the back.
Welcome back inside the Scotia Arena here in Ljubljana. Both teams just back out on the floor before the start of the second half. And don't you hope that in that Turkish locker room there was an element of, look guys, we're doing all right defensively. Let's just go and play and relax and do what we can do. Forget the official, forget this, forget anything else. Let's just play, because they're not playing with any freedom.
Yeah, I think they've done a decent job defensively. I mean, Hungary, 34 points. You know, they went on a couple runs. I think Turkey can do a little bit better job boxing out, especially in the guard position, because they do have 10 offensive rebounds, and you know, at least half of those, actually a little bit more, are coming from the guards of Hungary. But they've done a good job defensively against them. They really have. It's just offensively, like you said, I think they need to play with more freedom. Move the ball, take your shots, maybe have more confidence in your decisions as well, and going to the basket, going to your shot. I'm not talking about, you know, putting up tough shots, contested shots, absolutely not, but just have more confidence in yourself, in your teammates, and in your decision making. And
how would you look at the McGowan scenario? Like, how do you clarify, regardless of the other stuff going on, how do you clarify it for her? It's like 4 points. You know, she's not here to score 4 points.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, obviously the naturalized player giving her a passport, you expect her to get a 20 and 10, what she did all year in Galatasaray. But guess what? This is a EuroBasket. This is one of the best FIBA competitions as far as all-around talent goes on teams. Like, it is. You know, there's a reason why you have 6 spots from a FIBA EuroBasket going to next year's Olympic qualifiers, where other continental cups, they don't have that many spots. So that means the talent is excellent over here. And it's a different game. It's going to be more physical. It's going to be more talented. Can she play it? Yes, for sure. Does she have the height? Does she have the talent? Yes. I think it's still going to take her a little bit of time to get used to how they play at a EuroBasket.
And I think it's a great point, because I don't think you know that until you've done it. You know, it's week in, week out. Yeah, you're going through a pro season, etc. But EuroBasket has that added thing. National team pressure, yes. And it's the teams that come together as groups that do well, that get momentum. And I don't know who on the coaching staff, who in that entourage of people with Turkey has got to do it, but someone has to give this group that sort of momentum. I don't know, I don't really, for them, I don't mind where it comes from. That is the best picture we've seen for a while. Coach smiling in the timeout. If they reflect that, they're going to be a better team in this second half.
And Mark, I mean, Hungary here, if they get a win, they're guaranteed to move on. Turkey, they desperately need a win to keep things complicated and confusing in this group. Or if they lose tonight, it's almost done for them.
Oh, they'd be in one of those, like, do-or-die games.
Yeah, where do-or-die plus points for and against, and it's going to depend on the other results as well. You never want to put your destiny in the hands of another game.
No, exactly right. I mean, as you say, there's a lot of games to be played today, but it could end up in a do-or-die game just with Slovakia. And then you are relying on the heart and everything of your group. But that's for tomorrow. What's for now is a second half where it's only an 8-point margin. As you see the EuroBasket app, just take a photograph of that QR code, get it on your phone, or get it anywhere you want, because all the information is there. Obviously some great action in Tel Aviv, great action here, all the backgrounds, all the stats, everything you can think of on that app. And we are just moments away, start of the third quarter. Turkey will have their possession. And they start the same way they started the game, as do Hungary. Just waiting for the clock to finally tick over. So here we go, then, start of quarter 3. Turkey trail 8 with the basketball. Trying to avoid back-to-back defeats. McGowan deep and gets the easy 2. Pass, change the angle, give her the ball.
That was a good job. That was a good seal. I like that little action out of halftime to go inside to McGowan because you need to give her a little bit of confidence right now.
Absolutely right. Hungary have to reply, and they space it, they move. Struder has it, attacks it, looks inside. Keys gets it. Great hands by Byram, just would not be got past. Got to put it up. And that's a great start to the quarter.
Yeah, I thought offensively they did a good job. They knew they had to go inside to McGowan. They shifted the defense. They went inside. She kept the ball high, finished quickly. Down here, came out a little bit of a 3-2 matchup type zone. They were aggressive. They were moving. They moved on the pass of the ball, not after, and they come up with a steal.
Well, Turgott again picks herself up off the floor, like putting it out there. She's a warrior for this team because that ankle is obviously sore, but that's a hold on Keeson again. Maybe the distance on the pass was a challenge, but the intent is there right now.
Yeah, I think the distance, angle of the pass, not great, but good job, nice seal. And it was a foul. You don't see any complaints coming from Keish. She said, yep, that was me.
End line possession. Turkey really looking sharp start of this third quarter. Turgott on the inbound, has a look at her options, will come out. Sun. They're going to get McGowan deep. Turgott steps back, lets the three go, is short. Great work on the glass. That's a huge effort by Byram, but she can't secure it. And Turgott takes one for the team at the halfway line. Gori picks herself up off the floor.
A nice hustle. I talked about it. You know, Gori, go back and see that entire play. She was actually meters away from the ball and just her desire and hustle. And this is what counts at these kind of tournaments. You talk a lot about 50-50 balls, right? And who wants it more? And Gori is the type of player who she's going to give you 110% effort every time she's out on the floor. This is a little bit worrying. What do you think of that?
Well, I think she's going to go out, collect herself, walk it off a little bit. She's not going to not play. She's already thrown away the physio.
I think it's kind of more her hip right now. Yeah.
Nice job off the feet set, strokes it. Gori again, dependable, is just sums her up. Super, 9 points personal. Sun outside, comes off the ball screen, opens up for us, goes all the way, ball's knocked away. I thought it came off a 5, but the official gives it back to Turkey. Usan wants the foul.
Good job, nice hands. That was all ball.
Yeah. I don't see Gori ever take a bad-looking shot. You know, she's always got her feet set, always balanced. Usan has it on the sideline. McGowan will screen. Usan just fills it up, gets her feet set, knocks down the three. And it's a much better Turkey at the start of this third quarter. Gori on the outside will hand it off. Struder gets to that little space. Keys, nice pass. Sometimes simple is always best. Still almost just dropped it into the path of Keys for the easy two. They've got some options, this Hungarian team, offensively. Usan, extra pass. Digging in the corner for three, can't get it to go. McGowan rebound, can't get it to go back. Will have to earn from the free throw line. And Keish picks up the personal.
Just her second.
But that's 2 quick ones at the start of the quarter, right? And McGowan, the other thing is she's going to have to start making 2 from the line consistently. Makes the first. You know, her free throw numbers across the season are good. She's had inconsistency, if you say, across these first 2 games. But goes 2 for 2, and it looks a pretty decent stroke.
Great looking shot, especially for a bigger player.
Keys is the lighthouse in the middle of the floor. Struder uses that, gets it into the half court. Keys hands it off, goes off of Gori's screen. Keys lines up, the three is long. Little static that time. Byram has a chance to lead it on the break. Usan wants and gets. Nicer feel to this Turkish offense at the start here of this third quarter. Nash needs a pass. And they really just about hang on to it. 5 on the clock. Eklan puts it on the floor, hesitates. off the far side of the ring, blows the layup. And look, did everything apart from make the two.
Yeah, it was a great little hesitation, took her time. See a lot of players, 5 seconds left on the clock. They put up a tough shot.
And Lilik's going to have to earn hers from the free throw line as well. Feature of Hungary, well, in fact, Turkey have done it well, but the perimeter player ability on the ball to hesitate, to go again has been exceptional in this game. Keys is going to sit. Hatar's in the game. And Meltem Yuduzan checks in. Played a lot yesterday. Hasn't really been a factor at all before now in this game. Only played a minute and a half so far, and she was the player who picked up most of Shedevek's minutes yesterday. Second is no good. And Hungary maintaining this 8-point advantage, but it does feel better for Turkey at the start of this third quarter. Got to go in there. McGowan's just got to get the two, get back.
Yeah, you don't need to say anything. You know what? Okay, maybe you thought you were held. Doesn't matter. You scored the basket. Get back, get a defensive stop, sprint down, get going on the offensive end.
It's not how to win friends and influence people with referees at all. And Dubai is fouled on the second move. She has a lot in her locker, Dubai. Really good on the, in fact, the whole perimeter of Hungary is a challenge for the defense.
Yeah, I mean, her ability to shoot threes after a dribble, after a screen, coming off of on balls, but then she also has good handles so she can attack if the defense is out really close to her.
There's the moving screen, which McGowan gets a call. Uzan into the half court. Turkey got to maintain this. Kraus 6 with the basketball though. Got to go inside again. They turn it down. Uzan gets it back. Looks inside. Poor pass. They had so many opportunities to give McGowan the ball and didn't. Dubai in transition. Gori lines up the three, is off, and McGowan just cleans up the mess on the glass. Uzan gives it up, gets it back, lines up the three herself, is short. And Dubai will lead it, gives it up. Lilik in transition, the ball hasn't stuck to stop, she attacks it, great pass. Super movement off the ball.
Yeah, that's just a good read. Her defender watching the ball handler instead, and a nice cut by Dubai. But it's also a difficult pass to make, and nice awareness there. I believe it was Lilik, no?
Yeah. McGowan gets it now and gets it with no advantage. Has to go to the short corner, puts it up from deep in mid-range. Can't get it to drop. And this is my point from halftime. She gets like the 4 points and they just turn her down. Lilik steps back, mid-range 2 is fouled on the jump shot. And we can make those cliched statements now of don't foul the jump shooter, especially on when they're stepping back, but this will give Hungary the chance to make this a double-digit lead, and a low-scoring Turkish team is going to start to doubt themselves. Aho comes in, as does Onar, and Turgut comes back. There was no way Turgut wasn't going to come back.
No, definitely. She definitely has something bothering her. Lower body.
Yeah.
You said maybe ankle. I think it's maybe more hip, hamstring area. But from the first possession of the game, remember she fell and she took a while to get up. And ever since then, every time she gets hit, you see she's playing through something.
Yeah. And you'd like her teammates to recognize that and use that, if nothing else, to
motivate them.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's out there straight away, communicating to the rest of the group. 2 from 2 from the line, and now they've got that psychological barrier of being down double digits. Down 10, 44-34. Loads of time left in the game, but Onar moves it on. Ball, now we've got to go straight in. She gets the foul that time, but, you know, she should have gone straight away. Well,
Yeah.
She should have gone.
Catch, go up, or catch, kick it out right away.
Yeah. When she caught it, she was 1-on-1. By the time she decided to go, she was 1-on-3.
I mean, what I like is that she's not trying to force it, but I think she needs to make a quicker move. Quicker decision, quicker move.
And that's just a poor move, but like at least it's a move. And now she's got to get back because Hunter has it on the inside with massive advantage. Goes to the middle, doesn't get the roll, and McGowan gets back in, keeps it alive, and that's a great effort. Attar's going down holding a knee, and that is not good. The 2 is good, and the official has to stop it. And given her injury issues, I'm concerned.
I'm concerned too because she grabbed that knee that is heavily taped as well as braced. And we do know, I mentioned yesterday, she suffered an ACL injury back in with Chaperon the year that they won the FIBA Women's EuroLeague. And she missed almost all of last season, came back in late February, early March. So the good sign is she's walking herself off the court.
Absolutely. And you know what? Sometimes when you come back, you need that I've gone down on my knee and it's hurting a bit, but I'm okay. You almost like mentally, you almost need to get up.
Yeah. Like, I'm scared. Oh, no, wait, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Actually, well, we do see her walking back just a little bit away from the bench, but she still is in the stadium, folks. So I think that's a good sign. I think she needs to catch her breath. Like you said, maybe mentally say, oh, I'm all right.
Yeah.
It hurt, but I'm okay.
Aho has it. Gorry pops, elbow jumper turned down, goes to the glass for 2. Nice decision, nice move. Gorry's huge for this team. It's huge. Oh no, stolen. Aho in the game, comes straight in, makes an impact, going off the glass for 2, doesn't get the drop though. And Turga gets back quicker than anybody else. I just take your hat off to her. She's just doing a job for Turkey right now.
The energy and the will, the desire, I mean, she wants to win, and every single possession you can see that in her.
And she demanded that Gunash posted up. You got to match up, get in the block. She throws it, she gets fouled. It's not going to show down as anything more than a foul, but it's all about Turga, her decisions and a desire to make this team work. And she's never going to quit on this. Down 10 with these 2 to come. This will get it back to single digits. This makes the first. Here to Gunash. Still only 23. She's got to be one of those players that Turkey would love to build things around, just make a contribution, do what she can do. Misses the second though. Now in the game, high. Gorry, great quick closeout.
Need to know where shooters are right now.
Aho penetrates in the corner as a shooter, but not the one. Turek is, if you're going to give to anyone, no disrespect to her, but Turek is not their first choice from the 3-point line. Aho's going to be charged with the personal, and they're going to walk the floor for the throws.
This is a good opportunity and way for Turkey to get back in the game. They're going to be in bonus. I think right now with McCowan, it's a short lineup for both teams. We have no Hattar. You could play quick, both ends of the court. I thought that was a great defensive possession. They got out, had a hand up on shooters. They were in that 3-2 matchup zone a little bit. But you have to make your free throws.
You have to make your free throws. That's 1 for 3 on her trips. But there's also do you bring Keish back now because she would have an advantage? But then again, are you looking at the whole game because she might not have Hattar for the rest of it? Coaching at this level is not technical, it's management. Here's Aho, comes off the screen, looks to turn the corner. Ball gets stuck with Rafnai, puts it on the floor, though, inside, kicks it out. Aho puts it on the floor again. And they go post up with Rafnai, leans back, can't get it to go. Dubai's trying to clean up the mess, puts up the tough one, doesn't get it to go. And again, another good defensive series by Turkey, and Kura has it again. When she's got it in her hands, it's going to be good decisions. Just holding on, they're going to get a reaching foul.
So again, another opportunity. Stop the clock, get to the free throw line. They're only trailing by 8, 2 minutes 30. You could really cut that lead down to 2 or 4.
Yep.
And that's not asking a lot.
No. Well, if they'd have made all their free throws, we would have been at 6, but these would have made it 4. And there's a big, you got to make your throws. Otherwise, people will just foul you all game.
The good news is, I don't know if you saw quickly on your screen, it looks like Hitar is back behind the bench now. So I did see her riding the bike.
That's a great sign, though.
Yeah.
That means you can play if we need you to play. Second is good, and McGowan's going to come back. I think Turkey may go and play some zone here. His coach Lippmann put her back in. It looks a little zony. Ref 9 looks at options. Dubai gets in the seam. Great penetration. Poor finish. Got to take care of business there. There's a whistle on the play.
And I think they're saying
There should be no reset, right?
Yeah. That wasn't bad. I think, with the lineup that Hungary has on right now, Aho going to a pull-up jump shot is the shot that you want to give.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just got to do a better job boxing out.
Hungary didn't have the ball for that long. I don't think it's going to be, one of those scenarios where they're down to not a lot of time. Referees will just have to check where they were. And at the same time, it's going to give...
We cannot check anytime review malfunction of the time.
Yeah. Lilik's going to give her a chance to go back in. Both coaches will get a free timeout here.
Okay. He's shooting. Can I see this camera, this one? Okay.
I don't think it hit the rim.
No, it didn't hit the ring.
So we don't have green. And now, here, this camera, please. Okay. When he catch it, wait. So we have there 12, go. Stop. So we have 19, okay? So 19, and keep going until I stop time. We have 19, 11. Go, whoop, stop when I stop. A little bit back. Back. Okay, stop. So we have 19. Huh? No, it was 11 in 19, 3 down. So it's 11, 10, 9, 8. 8 seconds, we go.
Well, that was a good explanation.
I'm glad we heard that.
Yeah, helped us with the math.
We go 8 seconds shot clock.
See, my only issue, and there's no alternative, but my only issue just from an interpretation is, well, now that if they'd have known that, they'd have done different things. And now they only have 8 seconds from the sideline. And 8's more than enough to do something.
Yes.
So they're almost like, because they didn't read, the table didn't reset it wrong.
Yeah.
It's almost like
an advantage.
Yeah, the offensive rebounding team is now at a slight disadvantage. Yeah. Trouble is, Dubai knew that. That's why she put it up. She knew she didn't have that long, so she took the shot. But 8 seconds is more than enough time now for... I was going to say they have to reset the game clock too to match what they think they had, so... It did give Hungary a chance to take Dubai out and bring Lilik in. Rifnai moves it on. Lilik has it. This is going up. That's short. And the best news is that Hatar is back in the game.
Yeah, that's a great sign.
Turkey with the basketball. Turkey trying to eat into this 7-point lead. Turkey is going to travel.
See, every time she falls, you see her wince.
Yeah. And then the negative for her is like, don't go into those situations where you don't have a clear line to the hoop. Where normally you
Keep
might
your dribble out as well.
Exactly.
You know, I remember Steve Nash was excellent at doing that. Oh, goodness me.
Nice ball fake by Ref Knight, but she'll go to the free throw line. Everybody looks okay. It's like she was so small in relation to Yuda's hand that Yuda's hand just went over the top of her. She would probably have been expecting to hit someone on the way down, but Knight misses the first. And free throw shooting now is becoming a factor for both teams. Both teams missing far too many opportunities from the line. If Knight with a chance to make this an 8-point game. And it's been an 8-point game for a long time. Turkey just can't get over the hump.
Yeah. Every time you feel like Turkey's going to make a little bit of a run, Hungary does just enough to kind of keep that 8-point cushion.
McGowan deep, inside out, but it could have moved to a better spot. Turgut penetrates, kicks, the open three is off. The work rate by both sets of guards on the glass all game has been phenomenal. Again with a missed three. Oho with the basketball. Hatta. Got to hope that going down and she gets up is going to make her feel a lot better mentally about that knee. Inside out. Ruffner wide open for the three. Is good.
And, you know, this is the time where you feel like Hungary could start to take over. We saw them do it yesterday where, you know, okay, that was the beginning of the fourth. And for some reason, they have more energy at the end of the game. And to me, that's coming out the last few possessions, last minute and a half here in this game, in this quarter.
And their reads are so good, aren't they? Because the whole of Turkey dropped on that pass. You don't have to send everybody there. Had to make it, make the three. Here's the timeout.
All 2 months we've been working. You don't have shot, no penetration, pass, cut, look inside, dribble penetration, kick out there in bonus. You gotta play strong. Let's go. Don't think too much. Don't think. Fight. We gotta fight.
Well, 12 Hungarian points from 12 Turkish turnovers. It's again another one of those stats that just hurts Turkey when they don't need to get. They're hurting themselves. They don't need to. They only have 3 points off of Hungary's turnovers, and you know it's a major difference in the game. McGowan has a double-double, and we're still sitting here going, yeah, she needs more touches. 10 and 12, and she really needs to be a factor in the fourth quarter if Turkey are going to pull this around at both ends. Turgut has it. Try to get McGowan in the post to try and bump and hold. Still needs the touch, now gets it. Open three is good. Inside out. Yildiz Han just in rhythm. Strokes the three. Lilik.
Well, they're staying in that zone though.
Yeah. Penetration, Lilik penetrates, needs a pass, doesn't see anything. Has McGowan out on a Hatar in the side, goes up, and they're going to call the foul, not the travel. She could have called either. Let's take a look. She could have called either, definitely. And the whole world is against Turkey again. Did they get the tech? Was there a technical there?
No technical.
No, okay, I thought she signaled one free throw. But that's my misinterpretation of what the official said. I think, there we go. No, she's saying one shot because we got 20 seconds remaining in this quarter. And Turkey managed to find a way to turn it over, give the ball back to Hungary, a chance to make this a double-digit lead going into the end of this third quarter. Byram checks back in. Aren't these the times that you could set Turgut down? Yeah.
I was kind of just thinking the same thing. I think that turnover right there is a fatigue turnover.
Yeah.
And I know it's only 20 seconds. You know, it was 24 seconds when they picked up the ball, and then she turned it over. Give her that extra 30-second break.
Yeah,
you can start her in the fourth because you're probably going to need her for a good 8, maybe 10 minutes in that fourth quarter if they want to make a run and try and get a win here today.
Nicolai has enough time to get this away, but throws up a poor one. And that'll do it for the third. And Turkey have just about hung in here. They trail this 51-42, and there's still more than enough time for them to come back in the fourth.
Well, you know, neither team's shooting very well from the free throw line, and we talked about that a little bit in that third quarter, Mark, how, you know, we said if they had made some of their free throws, they would have had the score down to only about a 4-point, maybe even 3-2, just with making free throws, and they kept going 1 of 2, 1 of 2. At the end of the game, that really does hurt you, and you see 9 of 15, those are just missed opportunities where, you know, going into the fourth quarter, you're down double digits. It feels different than going, you know, into just down 2 or 3 and free throw shooting. You hate to see at the end of a game, you know, a team saying, wow, maybe we could have won it had we just made a few more free throws.
And unfortunately, I think there's going to be a lot of those sentences that the Turkish team could make. We could have. And there comes a point now where, how do they think they're going to get it back in this game? It's one of, like, just do what you think is going to get you back. Make a decision now, because just by at the moment, Hungary look like they're always going to have enough of an answer.
Yeah.
McGowan gets her 10 points. Should that be 16? Because they've just said we're going to give her more.
Yeah. But right now it's go time. We saw Hungary have an amazing fourth quarter yesterday. I mean, it was tight all game long, and they took off in the fourth. Turkey has to know and expect that. For me right now, this first 3 minutes of this quarter is going to be a really decisive factor for Turkey, and how this game is either going to, maybe you're going to come up with a comeback win, or you could possibly get blown out.
Yeah. Well, Turkey have really struggled to get over 60 points in recent EuroBasket women games. They're going to need to get over 60 to win. They're going to need a 20-point quarter, and that's the concern. Can they find a way to get 20? They steps through, tries to find a tar. There's no way then. Turgut just gives her body up again. Has it, thinks about it, puts it on the floor, gets to the lane, little floater, can't get it to go.
Got her own rebound, though, and you said it. She's just doing everything. She has sacrificed her body all game long.
But Huzan in the back court gets the 2.
You know, she's kind of had a quiet game compared to what we saw on game day 1 yesterday. But I like this lineup that Turkey has out. I think they could make a little bit of a run right now.
Well, Hatar throws the air ball up, and McCowan gets right out and closes her out long, which is a good sign for Turkey. Huzan needs a pass, finds Turgut, looks at what options she has. Gown will screen, she'll go deep. They take the 3. McGowan's on the glass, is fouled.
That was a good shot, you know. Akalan, she's hit a couple threes. Her feet were set. She didn't rush it. But what I like better is that McCowan didn't stop playing, went for the offensive rebound, got good positioning.
Well, we'll question McGowan enough, but you got to say she closed out her tar, really got her feet outside the keyway to possession. The defensive possession, runs the floor, picks well, rebounds hard. She's just got to do that for the whole quarter. Turgot has it. Zahn puts it on the floor. Lane opens up, goes inside off the glass for two. Tough finish.
Yeah, tough finish. Nice body control. Took the contact, a little bit of hang time. And Uzan coming alive early in this fourth quarter. And I talked about it. These first 3 minutes of the fourth, I think, are going to be really important. And right now, I think Turkey have come out and they're trying to make a run, trying to put a little bit of a statement.
Gori, deep in the clock, has to put the tough one up, hits nothing, and another good stop. And Hungary have a timeout coming, and they need it. Turgut attacks it, gets inside, wide open free. Akalan attacks the closeout, is fouled and will go to the free throw line. And Turkey have some momentum right now.
Well, Coach Norbert Sekeli hasn't used a lot of timeouts in this game, and I think this is a very, very smart decision for him to go to a timeout, calm his team down. They're still in control. They're still up, but Turkey has done a really good job. This is some of the best I've seen them play and the most desired basketball I've seen them play the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Absolutely. And that's why it's a 5-point game. It's a great start by them. Hungary are going to bring Dubai back, which has got to be a smart move. 4-0 start for Turkey. Well, Hungary after the timeout, you got to hope that they lineups on the floor, total minutes, as it says on the graphic. Quite surprisingly, the total minutes are higher on the lineup on the floor from Hungary, because I'd have thought
it would be similar.
Well, I'd have thought that they've had more deeper rotations, but these are big, these free throws, in terms of momentum. Aklang on the free throw line makes both. It's a 3-point game and misses the first, and you just called it. Whatever happens in the game, generally, the one stat that still is tough to improve is free throw numbers.
Yeah, and look at that, 0 for 2. What a missed opportunity. But it's not over, and I talked about it early, especially for Turkey. You can't let 2 missed free throws affect how you're going to defend and play the next couple possessions.
Well, they've come out really energized defensively on this possession after the timeout. And there's a holding foul, and Akalan is going to be, well, come on, this has been going on all game, but I think she just had too much of the hands all over the cup.
I mean, she tried to bump the cup, but, you know, you have to bump the cup with your feet set, arms up, and she just, you know, was a little bit too exaggerated, I think, on the bumping of the cup by Gori.
Really takes the ball screen from Gori. She dives, gets position. Once it doesn't get, Schroeder can't get it to go. Got to come up with a rebound, and it goes out of bounds, but they did, well, if they can't get it, at least don't give up the offensive one. Schroeder will inbound. The missed free throws makes this possession huge for Turkey. Need to stop to keep the momentum going. Schroeder's going to take the hand off. Gets to the lane, stops, pops, knocks it down, and he's fouled.
And she's had a quiet game. We haven't, you know, we talked about her early in the game with a couple offensive rebounds, and that's not a big foul. You can't foul jump shooters, right?
No, you can't foul jump shooters. She can't make the free throw either.
Yeah, neither team shooting well. I mean, Turkey now 9 of 17 from the free throw range compared to 11 of 16, and a nice job there.
Turgut, we worried all the time about, you know, is there a rhythm exactly effective, but that's a super pull-up. And why wouldn't she be the person to bring back that momentum? McGowan just blocks that as Lily went to go to the reverse layup. That has no place in the keyway, according to McGowan. It's just a great effort. It's all right. Great effort. Be happy with the effort. Play the next possession. Dubai has it. It's a nice matchup with Akilan. He just doesn't give us space. Keeks wide open. Can't drop the two. McGowan gets another rebound. Coach Memon led the break that time. There's an offensive foul again, and there's just no need to just panic and force things to happen. Struder's on the floor. Wouldn't mind seeing it again. Here it is. I'm
not sure she even saw her.
No, I'm not. There was contact, but
oh yeah, there was definitely contact.
But I'm not sure it was like I'm going to hit you contact.
No, I don't think she intended on screening. It's really as though she knew where she had to go,
and they just banged into each other.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't even looking. I don't think she. No. You said that the eye line. She had no sign of Struder. Five-point game. Crucial moments in this game day 2 matchup. Struder puts it on the floor, attacks it, pulls out. Gorey has it. Keese goes high, which opens it up for Gorey in the block. Doesn't get it to go, but gets her own rebound. Just work harder. Just work harder.
Yeah, every ball, every possession, right?
Struder with a tough one. This time the ball falls, and Byron comes down with a defensive rebound. So Brian puts it on the floor, attacks it hard for 2.
Yeah, that was nice. You know, the help had to come on the little on-ball screen with Turgut, and then nice little pass, nice.
That's a super find by Dubai for Gorey. Oh!
So they cut it to 3, and then who steps up? It's Gorey for Hungary.
Full team personal for Gorey. Another great day at the office for her. Aklan to answer with 3. She does. Wow, there's some emotion out there right now as Hungary. Backs to the wall moment for them. The league has it. Gorey. Oh, great pass. Struder with a cut. Goes up. Doesn't get it to go. And Turgut again comes up with a play. Turgut. They slow it. McGowan. And Struder fouls on the ball screen. Well, ironic, if anyone needs a blow right now, it looks like it's McGowan, just for a minute or so.
Yeah, she definitely looks a little tired right now. Not really moving her feet. That entire dead ball, you know, hands were on her knees.
Byron puts it on the floor, looks to be the aggressor again. Nice move by Aklan for space. Can't get it to drop. Move really well to create the separation. The hole has it. Keese down the floor, beats McGowan down there. Dubai's in the corner, doesn't get it. Keese turns down the open 2. Steps to the inside, is fouled. And Keese, who's not really had that game from the mid-range, says, I'm not taking the mid-range. I'm going to be aggressive here. Draws the contact. We'll have to go to the free throw line for it.
Well, Hungary, we saw that great fourth quarter yesterday, a little bit slow coming out. But every time Turkey makes a run, they make a good play on the other end. I know it's only a 3-point lead. Probably the best 5 minutes we've seen Turkey play.
In 2 games.
In two games, yeah.
So much more tempo in how they're attacking this offensively. Turgut has it. Aklan will lift. Under 10 on the clock. Aklan looks inside, can't wrap that pass, but will keep possession. 7 on the clock. Juksang Fitik will come in for Aklan.
What do you think about that substitution? Because I thought Aklan was playing pretty well for them. Like, yeah, you know, maybe not the right read. She was trying to pass, should have thrown it up. Oh, fancy little out of bounds play.
the official on the baseline called a foul, and the official in front of the bench said it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
And they're going to have to review it because, but she's not going to the review. She's not the referee that goes to the review.
So you're saying the official on the baseline thought that maybe it was Kish got fouled on the box out.
Well,
Kish was fouling on the box out.
She gave it the fist for the foul, but then like they're gonna look at that who the ball came off.
Can we pick up this camera and this camera, please?
They're only worried about the out of bounds. She just changed her call. That looks like it should be a Hungary ball. I think Keese hit it, and then McGowan seemed to hit it.
Slow, slow. No, but leave it. Don't touch, don't touch.
You're gonna go with it's off McCowan last?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I originally thought Keese hit it, and then McGowan comes in.
But then look at the one on the right.
So that's Keese's fingers
Just
now.
this camera. Take out that, please.
Okay.
And then McGowan is going to come in. She's still chasing the ball.
This one, just open a big one, please. Okay, thank you.
And it just, because it's blurry.
Yeah.
In conclusion, so we keep the baseline. Baseline, red ball. Yes.
They're going to give it to Turkey.
But if they can't, what's it called? If they can't figure it out, but doesn't it go with the first call? It goes with the initial call.
Yeah, they can't change
if they can't say 100% certain, change it.
.436 to go. It's a 4-point game. Turkey have possession with a 14 reset. Usan outside, goes inside. McGowan's just got to go up. He fills the double team. The open two is no good. McGowan can't secure. The ball will go to Hungary. You know what? I'm still of the opinion, like, get it and go up. But Dubai puts it on the floor to the corner. Hey, looks to attack the seam, pulls it out. Kiss with a pick and pop is open there. She's going to back herself. No. The leak will. Stops for the three. Got it!
Again, another one of those. Like, I'm not sure that's a good shot, but hey, shooters feel it better than we do watching it, right?
Absolutely. Sergett has it. McGowan gets it deep. She goes inside, outside. Usan to answer from the three-point line and does.
And I like that. I thought that was a quick decision by McCowan. She read the double team coming right away on the pass.
Well, Usan goes to 11 personal. He steps back for three. Hey, this is her time, she says. Turkey have to answer again. Turgut. Byron will hand off. Usan, who's feeling it as well. She gets to the lane, goes to McGowan, who gets it, goes up, is fouled, and will go to the free throw line and simply has to make the throws.
Yeah. Obviously, free throw shooting has been a little difficult for both these teams, but this is the moment.
And unfortunately for Turkey, they choose to come out with their best phase of the game, and they get answered by a Hungarian team that just know how to do it in a fourth quarter. McGowan has to makes the first. Both teams in the penalty right now. Turkey are trying to dig themselves out of an 0-2 hole here. McGowan does what she's supposed to do and makes both. Turkey shows some pressure, but only soft pressure. Ho gets it into the half court. The league feeling it, backs it out. Gori, Dubai will get it. Aho with 5 on the possession. Looks inside, Dubai turns it over. McGowan hits the floor. What a job by her. Aho tries to get it back. It's only...
I'm not sure did McCowan have possession? Because I think it should have been a shot clock violation then, no? Maybe she did have possession.
I would agree. I don't think she... That's not really... Well...
I guess...
That's a tough possession.
That's a tough possession, yeah.
But
I guess she did.
But the possession arrow sort of resolves it because Turkey keep it and have 20 on the possession.
But it would have been better to keep your possession arrow.
As well. Yeah, absolutely. Take the violation, absolutely. Yeah. Turga, Byron, McGowan needs a touch, gets a touch. They're going one-on-one, this time off the glass for 2. Good call by her to make the finish that time. 3-point, possession game. McGowan goes to 14 and 14. Lilik. Keese backs herself this time, fills it up. And they go 3 from the 3-point line. Still lead by just a 6. Husan on the dribble, it's fouled, and Keese just couldn't stop herself reaching at the ball. She did such a good job to contain the dribble, then just wanted a little too much. Force is a tough one, wasn't her foul, should be a host foul. If anybody's. But Usan on the free throw line.
Definitely a coach who likes to celebrate as much as the players do. But I love that. It shows you how passionate he is as well.
It's a group, right?
It is a group. It is, yeah, there's different dynamics, but the coaches are just as invested as the players.
Usan goes 2 for 2 to make it a 4-point game. Aho still in the game, turns it over to Akan. And there's another one of those moments I know we're going on here a lot about it, but just the physical effort she's putting in is phenomenal.
I think she will be having an ice bath today, no matter what, win or lose.
No, the ball came off her. Akalan is back in the game, and she gives you that extra defensive length.
You don't want to foul in this situation, though. I mean, 18 seconds on the shot clock, just under 2 minutes. You need to dig down and get a stop, defensive rebound.
Keese is always going to be the release. McGowan won't guard it or can't guard it that far away from the hoop. Lilik thinks about it. Keese,
gotta go. You gotta go.
Puts it up. Can't get that to drop, but Dubai comes up with a play again, but turns it over. And McGowan just throws it away. Whistle on the play. League will go to the free throw line. You love the intent, but the decision, McGowan, you're like, oh, why? Turkey will take the timeout. 1:39 remains. They're down 4 when we come back. Hungary with Lilik will be on the free throw line. You probably would pick her above anybody else at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the way that she's played these last few possessions for Hungary.
Olcay or Sergey, you bring the ball. Whoever gets it. 4, screen here. 5, screen here. Bring, get her open, come for the shot, but use the screens. If no shot. Olcay, you bring it. If no shot. Dribble handoff, Şevval. T, you set a screen. Ball screen. And then one more for Şevval for 3. Tamam mı? Gidiyorsan git. Olmuyorsa bak boş sana. Sokmak için. Hadi.
There's still a lot of time left. I actually don't think you needed to foul Lilik. Yeah, it was a turnover. It was frustrating. You probably were going to have a 3-on-2 situation. And then to turn around and quickly foul, I think you could have got back and defended and just tried to get another stop instead of putting, a very, very good free throw shooter. I mean, she was 5 of 5 yesterday. She's 3 of 4 today. Neither team really shooting well from the free throw line. She is shooting a little bit better. Her team is only at 63%, 12 of 19.
Absolutely, it was always going to happen.
I just stopped talking.
But she makes the second, and making the second makes it a 5-point game. Hatar in the game.
Still only a 2-possession game, and this is what I mean. Every time she goes down,
This one
looks
yeah.
more like an ankle.
I think it's this, whatever it is, it's the same, but it's like.
Maybe it's moving or, starting up. Like I said, I thought it was more hip area, but maybe it's really affecting everything on that left side of her leg.
At some point, she's not going to get up, and this is one of those.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Yeah, she rolled. That's the other one. I think that's the other leg. I
also, she stepped on the foot of the defender, but I think the way that Chikar Turgut has played, the captain, the veteran, she has to be tired. And I think physically her body is starting to get a little bit tired now. And it's not something, she's tough. We've seen her tough out hit after hit, after hit, after fall, all game long. And so for her to, have to be helped off onto the bench is not really a good sign.
No. And you know she's going to be hating where she is right now because of what she showed on the floor. Ushan has it. Someone's got to step up now. Ushan has had a good fourth quarter. Great little drive, but can't make the tough finish. But Turkey on the offensive glass.
And that's what you got to do. You got to go up, and you need people rebounding. You almost need 4 or 5 people on the offensive rebounds when you're down.
Single possession game, 1:14 to go. Hungary, you got to say now, trying to hang on. Goodbye, turns the corner, is blocked. Turkey could tie it or cut it to 1 on this possession. Wide open in the corner for the tie. Is good. Turkey tie it up with 57 on the clock. Timeout, Hungary. We're tied at 57. Hungary want to talk it over. And Turkey just refused to go away in this game. He said they had to get over 60. They've had a phenomenal fourth quarter. And they tie it at 67.
I mean, Jeff, that's the first time it has been tied. Okay, Turkey led the first few possessions of the game. Biggest lead they ever had was 3, and that was only for about 3 minutes. And this is the first time the game has been tied all game. And now they have an opportunity. This is the best 10 minutes we have seen them play in almost 80 minutes of games, including yesterday's game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we've asked about McGowan, and she's worked in this phase of the game. She's rebounded, she's run the floor, she's scored from close. But the guard play that you talked about at the beginning of the game has come through. Where do Hungary go? I think they're going to advance the basketball. I think that's what coach said to the referee. So who gets the shot with 14 on it?
I mean, there's so many people you can go with. You have Kish, you have Gore. Lisix played great for them, especially this quarter. Let's not forget Dubai. I know she only has 8 points, but she's someone who I would trust if I was coach as well.
Oh, no doubt.
What I like is that, Akalan, her feet were set, but she knew that her teammate Onar in the corner had a little bit more time. She was ready, and just the trust to have that in your teammate. And right now the momentum is all Turkey, but you got to dig down. You really need to get a stop right here.
Well, Struder has come back with 57.7 to go. They advanced the ball with a 14-second reset.
I'm not surprised they went with Struder.
Oh,
she's a little bit better scorer than Aho is.
Struder has Keese in the block, steps through, is fouled, and take it to the gun of the defense, and Keese just did not pass up the responsibility. Stepped through, got hit, forced it up.
I like that. We haven't seen the lineup, Keish Hatar, a lot at all, maybe even in this game or in yesterday's game, and they knew that they were going to have a height advantage. McCowan, whoever she went on, they were going to say, let's go into the other one, and it was a simple play.
But misses the throw. And we've talked about free throws throughout this. And Keese simply has to make the second. Goes 1 for 2 to restore the lead for Hungary. This is going to be a long 40 seconds, 47 seconds, both teams in the penalty. Busan has it. Kalan hands it back. McGowan's going to pick, then dive inside. The extra pass, they turn it down. Byram gets it off to Hussein, who knocks it down for 2.
That is the first lead from the first 3 minutes of the game for Turkey. It took them a while. It took them a while to find their rhythm, to find their confidence, to find their desire, and it is paying off. They have played a great 10 minutes. The effort, the 50-50 plays, just the hustle out of Turkey this last 10 minutes.
Well, we're back in the Hungary timeout. Now he has a different call. 28 seconds. Does he advance it and give Turkey more of a chance to come back the other way, or does he go the hole?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't advance it. I would like to use my entire 24-second shot clock. Like you said, you don't want to advance it and give Turkey an opportunity, 14, 16 seconds left.
No. Not the way to shoot the ball right now.
Especially, so you take it out of bounds. Turkey hasn't been a team that's picked up full court. They're not running and gunning, trapping. They're going to let them bring the ball up. I think bring it up, take a little bit of time off the clock, run a longer set. You don't want to take too long because you want to get a shot off if you miss either foul or offensive rebound. But you don't want to give the ball back too early to Turkey either.
And the thing is, against pressure, whoever McGowan's guarding will be a release anyway.
And this is something you have to think about too as a coach, right? Like, who do you foul if you're hungry and you miss? Because Turkey have not shot the ball great from the free throw line either. McCowan, she is 6 of 8. Wouldn't want to go and foul her.
Well, they've advanced the ball, which gives Turkey the chance to win the game.
Well, coaches have different opinions and different strategies as well, right?
Struder
Maybe
has
he wants to go for a quicker shot.
Maybe. Hattar outside. Not really sure that was drawn up. No. Struder. Gets it to Lilik. Lilik has it. Drops it inside. Got to go up.
No foul now. Good defensive possession.
Yep.
That was a good defensive possession. No foul. I thought they were going to foul quickly. McCowan a little slow to get up. And you know what? Turkey desperately needs this win, and you have seen desperation out of this team, especially the last few minutes, but also this entire quarter.
Well, they ended up with Hattar having the ball with a very, very long time on, but had it for ages, which took everything out of the clock.
And if you're Coach Ekram, you're going to call a timeout and probably advance it, right? Because you don't want to turn the ball over in the front court, give an easy layup or something to Hungary. And we talked about time and score yesterday a little bit. Winning is the most important thing. That's what you need to do. But the more points that you can win by, especially in this group phase, is going to be beneficial, because I believe a group like this, Jeff, it could come down to plus minus, points against, points for at the end of group phase. Who decides that, who takes that third place spot? We know the 4th team in the group doesn't move on.
Okay. Şevval, cut. Tamam mı? If open pass, but protect the ball. If no, set screens, Alper'i cut, T, turn to the ball. Okay, we got to inbound the ball. When we get the ball, everybody spread, move it. Vanguard, big. Okay, if double team, just move to get the ball, cut middle. Come on.
Well, 43 second half points already for Turkey, and we were worried about them getting 60. They've just, a different team showed up in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, talked about their scoring issues, and we knew that they had the talent and the capability to do it. You questioned McCowan a little bit. You said, really? She needs to do more. She needs to score more, and she has done that in the second half.
Oh, I think she's put a shift in at both ends.
Yeah.
And did well not to foul.
She had 4 points at halftime. Yeah. You said that's just not acceptable.
Well, interesting decisions for Hungary to make here. They could take the decision to foul.
They got to get it in.
And they fouled straight away. Which they're 1 down. They didn't really want to let them run any time out of it. So
I think that's a pretty good call by the referee. I mean, I know Dubai was going for the steal, but she was holding a lot. She kind of had her arms wrapped around her before the ball was even thrown in, and then when it was thrown in, she sort of just went through the offensive player.
Yeah. It was. Well, we're back on the free throw line again. Alakan went 0 for 2 the last time. Now she's
free throws. You had a chance to get up 3. You want to at least try and go up 2 and then not give a 3 on the other end. Keep in mind, Hungary, Turkey, no team has any more timeouts.
That's an interesting. McGowan's going to get that. No, she doesn't. Hungary have a possession to win the game.
They got to get it over.
Lalique has it. Goes to the ring. Oh, what a block! Oh! What a block by McGowan! And she gets the love of her teammates on that play. Great call to go to the hoop to try and win it, but McGowan says no way. Lalique's peeling herself off the floor. There's confirmation of the result. Turkey come back in the fourth quarter to win it 69-68 and make this group wide open. The election to pick herself up off the floor. Took the responsibility, but McGowan says this is where I live.
She says, not in my house.
Absolutely.
And there was a different McGowan in the second half, and especially the fourth quarter. Her attitude, her effort, offensively and defensively. Here it is. I think that's a pretty good block. Lilik drew some contact. You know, maybe from that angle we see a little bit better, but...
Hey, from that angle, ooh. You know, but no one's complaining about the call. So, but there's the numbers. You know, it's a poor game from the free throw line. It's a poor game for Hungary from two-point line, but who cares? What an end to the game. McGowan wins it with the block. You could say Hungary lost it from a situation they should have won. They had control of it. But that, who knows what's going to happen when Hungary plays Serbia.
Now we have no idea what's going to happen. This group has become very, very interesting as you see both players thanking their fans. The Hungary fans are, the Hungary players are thanking their fans. The Turkish players are celebrating with their fans. Mark, I mean, that was a big win. That was a big comeback. You can say maybe Hungary lost it. I thought Turkey always had more talent and they were just missing. They were missing something in that. They were missing something yesterday and they were missing something for 20 minutes in the first half. And we saw a different attitude. We saw a different Turkish team. And I thought they deserved to win. Yeah, you missed some free throws on both ends of the court. Maybe things could have been very, very different. Maybe that was a foul at the end of the game. Trust me, I think there were some missed fouls earlier as well. It all evens out, and you never want to be in that kind of situation. But, I mean, hats off to Turkey, and especially, you know, I know maybe she didn't have the best game of her career, but I just thought the effort, the desire by the captain, Olcay Çakur Turgut, was unbelievable, and she willed her team. If her team just follows her desire and her effort, they will have success.
They don't win without her.
They do not win without her.
And Coach Memon will be a much happier coach than he was yesterday. His team found a way to win in a set of circumstances that, given the way they played yesterday, you wouldn't have thought they had it in them, but they really did put in a fourth quarter performance.
And again, I mean, there's so many people to talk about on this Hungarian team. I still think they can be the Cinderella story of this tournament with all of the pieces that they have. I think they're missing a little bit of experience. Don't forget, this team only averages 26 years old, and they weren't there in 2021. So I feel like if they can continue to play in this tournament, they're only going to get better and more experienced as time goes on.
That's so right. That's so right. Well, what a way to start game day 2. We've got another 3 games here in Ljubljana.
We do, but that one was exciting, and if the rest of them are like that, it makes our job a lot easier.
Oh, yes. And let's just talk about McGowan for a second. We questioned her a lot in very, very many different ways, but in that fourth quarter, this is why she's on their team. You know, dominate the inside, did a really good job, can look at the group table now, and let's see what it does now to Turkey. Puts them right back in the mix. Serbia and Slovakia will play in the nightcap game later on, and that has real ramifications for how this group will look in game day 3. But for now, from Ljubljana, on the back of a great Turkish win, it's goodbye.